Sweet.
We are live.
All right.
All right, so I got a ton of questions already.
All
First
right.
thing, how do I highlight, like Drunken Chef just said something, Pickles just said something. Like, how do you highlight? Oh, okay, never mind. Just figured it out.
You know how to
Yeah,
put that on mute real quick so I can film the video? Or just lower the volume?
just hover over it, then hit show.
Yep, got it. Click on the
Steven,
next three
Drunken
dots
Chef,
to my
Pickles.
name. If I put that, Steven, then I'm going to time you out. Looking to get moderators. Click on the three dots next to my name, and it should give you an option. All that does is either put the user in timeout or block you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put Steven in timeout.
Did you hear that, Steven? If I click the three dots. What's up, Uncle Steven? Uncle Steve, what's up?
Hey,
I got
Tom.
Steven on my mind.
Hey, Uncle Steve. Gavin, what's up?
This is all so new to me. Now it's going to be, I see what you're talking about, CJ, as far as keeping up with the chat.
Oh yeah, it happens. It happens quickly, man. And you know, if I invite a guest on, I need. I feel like I have to stay and pay attention, questions, comments from the guests. So
Right.
when I've got guests on screen, I really don't pay much attention to the
In
chat.
the screen.
Oh well, I'm not going to say not much attention, but I don't focus so much on it as I'm trying to listen to what the guests are saying, respond to the guests. I will scan it, looking for pertinent questions or comments, and put those on the screen. But for the most
Right.
part, man, I'm just trying to get a dialogue going, exploring information, try to get some good stuff for the audience. So it's no intent to disregard anybody or overlook anybody. It's just that I'm focused on the guests. When I'm by myself, I do pay a lot more attention, and I keep up fairly well.
You do. You do, definitely. Trying to find Daddy Dutch had a comment and it's gone all right. There it is.
Double D, man, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I meant to hit you up. You know, I did a little recovery in terms of getting my gear back together this morning, but I've pretty much just been couch bound. That event was on asphalt, and man, you know, asphalt makes for a decent cook in bad weather, but good weather, bad weather, asphalt is always hard on the feet and the back, man. You're talking about a day and a half out there.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference between asphalt and grass. Your feet get really sore, and especially when you're lugging around a couple extra pounds.
Right.
That doesn't help.
Hell, I'm lugging around a whole extra human, so.
Yeah.
So it looks like George is rocking some food out.
George is making tacos.
In case y'all don't know, this is George's pre-birthday celebration. His birthday's actually tomorrow, but he's got his gathering today. And the last picture I saw, he was probably about 6 Modelo's deep already.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's drinking the good stuff.
Chat, I'm sorry if I missed some comments. I'm just trying to do my best right now, but so far so good. Steven, I still don't see how to add you as a moderator. The three dots next to your name puts you in a timeout.
Yeah, I will tell you when I went ahead and did moderators, I
You're
couldn't
doing great,
find
Lance.
I couldn't find
Thank
it
you, George.
on the chat itself. So I waited until I was done with the chat offline, so to speak, and then went into settings and I found it there, and that's where I was able to add moderators. I don't know. I guess I'm not knowledgeable enough to have done it on while I was in the chat. I
CJ,
can't help
yeah,
you there.
yeah, no, I am totally lost. And as soon as I got that text about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour ago, I just went into freak out mode. And then the link didn't work. Only thing I can figure is the link timed out. I don't
I
know if
don't
they
know that it
time out.
does, but I don't know that it times out because I've sent it days in advance to guests.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I
without
sent
an
the link
issue.
out once, and George kept saying it's not there. And then JC, TBC Cooks, I wasn't seeing him. And I was like, man, this is not looking good. So then I noticed up here at the web search bar that link was different than the one that I had sent out.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I don't know what is going on or what was going on.
but it's
Uh,
behind me now.
yeah, yeah, we're here. You're here.
So, CJ, when are you going to get a bigger wall, buddy?
Man, to be honest, uh, we really don't hang anything anymore, man. Kind of out of room. You know, initially it was the garage. I think the only thing left in the garage right now is probably the ceiling. And I don't know that I'm gonna get on a ladder and hang anything, tack anything to the ceiling. So uh,
Yeah.
we stack the trophies on shelves, man. And at some point, I think you know, some of the lesser trophies that we may try to donate someplace because my garage is just starting to get a little more cluttered with stuff piling up. So
Yeah.
some trophies we're gonna be looking at trying to donate. You know, they can switch out the little plates with the writing and whatnot.
Yep.
That ought to be cheap enough. But that's not a bad problem to have. So I'll
No,
take it any day of the week.
not at all.
No, that's
Not
what
at
I
all.
did with all of my trophies when I moved from Arizona. Yeah, I literally threw them all away. So
Yeah, yeah.
just
Uncle Steve, you're welcome, buddy. I think I have one more coming up yet. I tried to get whole chickens. I was going to pair up whole chickens on my rotisserie for the Weber. They were $26 a piece.
Wow.
I got racks of ribs, baby back ribs, cheaper than a whole chicken. I
What
couldn't
were
believe
these? Were these like air chilled, organic, or something crazy
it.
like that?
Just farm raised
there you go.
whole chickens, $26 a piece.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah.
Right.
No, I go to Walmart. I get Tyson chickens for I think I paid $7 for the one I used in my stock video that's coming up. I'm not paying
Yeah,
26 bucks for a freaking chicken.
No, I know. It was crazy. I put them back, and then so the cooler for the chickens was on the right, and the cooler for the pork was on the left. And I looked over and I saw, oh, look, baby backs. That's nice. St. Louis ribs, baby backs. And the baby backs were $14 a rack.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I said, well, the chicken's going back.
Yeah, I don't do much baby backs, man. Anytime I do baby backs, it's because it's at somebody else's request. I've taught online baby back class a couple of 3 times for Traeger. But in terms of eating them, I don't enjoy baby backs like I do spares.
All
So
right.
I will never buy baby backs for the house, so to speak.
Well, you get the points and everything else. I mean, there's so much trimmings you can make off of them. So
You can donate them to Daddy Dutch too. He loves them.
Did Daddy Dutch say how he did this weekend? You know, he and I were talking Saturday morning, and once I really got into things, you know, I put my phone in the truck, man, and I don't really pay any attention to my phone till after that last turn in, and I'm broken down. So I didn't bother him after that. So how did you do, baby?
Dutch didn't have a great cook.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was on our show last night, and
Okay.
Okay.
and let's just say he did have a much better day than his I believe his son.
Okay. Well, I remember him saying that this was his first, and I didn't bother to ask first and how long, because that does make a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jorge, that looks good, man.
Yeah, tacos.
Yeah, that looks good, baby.
Hey George, how are you gonna get those out to me before they're like cold?
Is it?
He's not listening.
So CJ, tell us what you had. One mishap you said in the little write up I saw. What was that all about?
Man, and you know, this is one of the things. This is probably cook number 4 CBA sanctioning body, Champions Barbecue Alliance, with having to cook pork butt, because in the past in Texas it's just been brisket, ribs, and chicken. With CBA going live last year and a half or so, they added pork as a 4th category.
Okay.
So this is like my 4th CBA, and I'm still trying to play around a little bit with positioning those 3 meats, brisket, ribs, and pork, on the Jambo. So that I haven't yet comfortably figured out. So I believe that at some point, man, I moved my my brisket while wrapped too close to the heat, while wrapped, and I pretty much lost all my au jus. You know, my au jus plays a significant role, man, in my end product. When I did get into that foil, into that wrap, it was just oil, and underneath that oil was just a thick paste, like a fond. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yep.
TPC.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like a fond. You know, the dried up flavorful bits stuck to the bottom of the pan.
Yep.
And man, you know, I was kind of disappointed. It wasn't a showstopper, but like I said, that au jus plays a significant role. And man, there were a couple of people standing around, and some advice here, some advice there, and man, we ended up draining all that oil. You know, adding some liquid to it, man, bringing it back to life, straining it, adjusting the seasonings and whatnot. And I used it like normal. And man, it was a good recovery. You know, we ended up with a fifth place brisket, so it didn't kill us. And it was a again, lesson learned, something to put in the memory banks for the next time it happens, or something along those lines.
Hey, CJ.
So that was the mishap.
That was because you were making room for the pork?
Yes. Yeah, that's because I was making room for the pork. You know, and in KCBS there's a weight limit as to how small you can cut your pork butts down to, how small you can trim them. I believe in KCBS, your pork butts have to be at least 4 pounds. In CBA, there's no such requirement. You can cut them down as small as you want. So as I sat back this morning looking through my, doing a review of the weekend, I realized that the racks that I put those 2 pork butts on were much larger than necessary because the pork butts I trimmed down to about 2 pounds each. And the racks that I had them on were racks that I could put 2 full-size ribs on.
Wow.
So again, that's a lesson learned. I will have
Right.
smaller racks for the pork butts next time I cook one of those events, and
Right.
that will really help with my positioning issue. But man, thankfully we were able to work through that, and it turned out all right.
Yeah. Pickles
Hey,
has got a
CJ?
question about the money muscle. Could it be cooked separately?
Yeah, I mean, lots of cooks who do CBA, again, Champions Barbecue Alliance, they'll cook 2, 3 just money muscles, and turn that in. You can turn in 1, 2, or 3 different parts of that pork butt, 4 different parts, as many parts of that pork butt as you want. Pull, chunk, medallions, whatever you want to do, you can. So that's one of the great things about this sanctioning body. You've got some good options.
Right. So this, if I'm not, I'm just trying to keep up with everything, CJ. I'm not a coordinated person. I do apologize. I want to make sure any questions being asked of you. And apparently, when I go to show a comment, it stops the chat feed. And now I've got 8 chats to catch up on. But so this is your second RGC, right? In 30 days.
Well, I believe Houston was end of February, so it's been a month and a half or so. Houston was end of February. I didn't do anything March, and we're almost right now at the middle of April. And man, in the past, at this stage of the year, I would have between 12 and 15 events already under my belt. But like I said, we're gonna end up doing much less cooking in terms of competing, and I'm gonna focus a little bit more on YouTube, man. The competitions, it's I hate to use the phrase "been there and done that," but there's just something that doesn't draw me the way it used to in the past. I mean, I had periods where I would do 5, 6, 7 straight weekends, man, and really look forward to each weekend. Right now, as I begin my prep, I'm like, wow, man, I don't want to do this. When my alarm went off 4:30 Saturday morning, I thought it was my wife's alarm, and when I realized it was mine, and remember I had to get up and go cook.
Right.
I was in bed. I was in bed cursing to myself, man. So I don't know that I'm really looking forward to any events. I will get out there and do some cooking, some competing, but it's going to be a much lesser presence, man, for Mom and Papa Joe.
Okay. Well, that's good because I got to tell you, I was thinking about earlier. I was thinking when I saw that little write up. And I shared it to John's Facebook page. I was thinking to myself, he keeps winning like this. We're allowed to not see him on YouTube anymore. But
no, man. COVID really, really allowed me to understand that I can do with much less competitions. When COVID first hit in 2020 or whenever it was, man, that first couple of months afterwards, I was hurting in terms of finding a way to get rid of that cooking build up I had in me, and that's where the YouTube came into play, man. And very quickly I realized that, man, I'm enjoying this a little bit more than the competitions. So YouTube has played a big role in that. Looking to grow this channel some more, man. And and again, Mom and I, we've got our hands in some other little uh, pots, business opportunities, so to speak. So
That was all
uh,
right.
we're not out. We're not gonna. I don't think I'll ever get out the competition game for for good, uh, for final, but just a much lesser presence. Instead of 30 cook-offs a year, we may be in the between 5 and 10 or so.
And you'll work on keeping them local, I guess.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, this one was 20 minutes from the house, man. It's nice where you can go set up, hang out for a few, and make the short drive back to your own bed.
Yeah.
So there are going to be some that are favorites that we will travel to. Uh, some of them, the payouts are just too large to not go throw your hat in the ring.
Mhm.
So when those types of events come up, I can see us going out there and making the gamble. Yeah, why not?
Right. I imagine you spend a whole lot less money staying home and cooking in your backyard and the
Oh
comforts of
yeah,
home, everything, everything.
oh yeah.
I filled up my truck. I had errands to run this afternoon. Weekends just kill me. But and I went to fill my truck up, and it was around here. The pump shut off at $75. If you want more than $75 of gas, or in my case, diesel, you have to start it back up again. So I had $75, and I didn't even get a full tank. And I was about probably about I think I had about a third of a tank before I pulled over and started to fuel up. It's starting to go back up again. I don't, it's just in Maryland they were supposed to excuse the transportation tax on to gasoline stations, so the break was supposed to be passed on to the customer. Well, the gas stations they dropped it. That was 30 days they were going to do that. So gas stations dropped their prices for about 2 weeks, and now they're creeping on back up now. But we're still not paying California prices though.
Yeah. Oh heck no, man. I'm at the point now where I don't even pay much attention, man. Our gas is hated, and I'm not a rich man by any means, but uh, no need for me to focus on gas prices and whatnot. I'm not
Nothing
going
you
to
can do
walk
about
very
it.
far. Gas is like oxygen right now. We can't do without it, and
Right.
we're going to pay what they charge. It's a shame that yes, I do feel that there's some gouging going on.
Oh yeah.
I do feel that there's some gouging going on, but us little folks, we just got to grin and bear it, man. If complaining and whining helps anyone feel better, then more power to you. Uh, I I want to find something positive out there to focus on.
So I keep getting off track here. So let's get back to your cook then, CJ. I mean, what else? I mean, I'm not going to ask you personal stuff about like how much money you won. It's none of my business. But I mean, what did you enjoy the most about it? I guess. I mean, is it a
I you
small
well
event? Rob from
it
go ahead.
I was kind of surprised at the turnout. The event paid a total of 15 G's. So I really expected a larger turnout. And ultimately, there was only about 42 teams. There were only about 42 teams. But I'm here to tell you, man, that 20, 25 30 of those teams were some of the best in the state.
It's all right.
There were a number of other events going on that were also well attended. I'm talking probably another 5 or 6 event in a nice small area, man. They all average right around 45 to 60 teams in attendance. So it was kind of spread around. But man, right now here in Texas, it is very hard to go to any competition, man, and not find uh, quality competitions.
It's all right.
Mom and I, we've been doing this since 2010. And after we found our footing, man, in 2012, 2013, there were times when we could walk into a cook-off, drive around, look around, and say to ourselves, we're going to win this one. Because we knew who were there.
Right.
That went away, give or take, man, about 4 or 5 years ago. With the growth of social media, with the growth of people giving classes, people taking classes, everybody has stepped their game up, man. They've cut that learning curve. And don't get me wrong, I think that is a great thing. I love the competition, man. I love to go to a cook-off where the great cooks are, the best cooks are.
Right.
If you want to be one of the best, then you're going to have to beat some of the best quite often. So everybody knows, man, we've never shunned competition. Matter of fact, our 3rd year in, we made our first trip to the American Royale, having never cooked a KCBS event. So our competition has never scared us. Failure has never caused us not to do something. The prospect of failure. So we love the competition, man. We always one of the things I said. You got to be in it to win it. You're not going to win any GC staying at home.
Right.
We get out there. But not cooking. I'm very, very thrilled. I'm very happy, man. We've done 3 events this year, and 2 of them we've reserved. And there've been 3 pretty large competitions with San Antonio. Then Houston, San Antonio, almost 300 teams. Houston, over 250 teams. This one, almost 50 teams. And we managed 2 GCs. And I say that I'm thrilled about those 2 reserves because, cooking every month and a half, it's hard, man, to get into a flow. Barbecue is like anything else. To develop that consistency, man. I mean, competition barbecue is like anything else. To develop that consistency, you've got to have the frequent interaction with that process. If you're cooking every weekend, man, your hands with that shaker, you really get the feel for how much rub you're laying down. Your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
But when you're doing this once every month and a half, once every 2 months, it's hard to develop that feel because that regularity isn't there. So the fact that we've been able to get those 2 GCs, 2 reserves, I'm very happy with that. We're very happy with that. We're going to see. We don't even know when the next one is. It could be next week. It could be a month and a half from the day. So we'll see.
I understand. I watched Rob of was it So Smoke Gooder last week, and I can't remember the lady's name that he had her on there, and she talked about the event, and they're supposed to be like the grounds are like supposed to be really nice there. She had the new stages built or something on that for this event that you went to.
If Rob is Rob talking about one in Hondo? Did he mention Hondo?
I thought they talked about Carfest.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
All right, all right. They had a
I could be
nice little
wrong, but
thing.
because sometimes he goes in with different events, but I thought they were talking about the Carfest event, and I could be wrong,
Okay, I
TJ.
am not sure yet. I missed that stream. Carfest is always done very well, man. Yeah, Carfest is always done very well. Uh, and we've always had pretty nice days there. No, we've yet to win it. I believe this is our second reserve, or if it wasn't a reserve, it might have been a third place finish. But we've always done fairly well. Um, but man, just gonna get out there and cook whenever we feel like it,
Right.
and enjoy that time we're out there. And I can tell you right now, with the heat getting ready to kick in Texas, I
Right.
don't know. I know there's
Right.
one in May on the coast, Rockport, and I can see Mom and I doing that one. Maybe go down there, make a 4-day weekend of it, get a little fishing in.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We've got some friends down there that we can leave the pit with them and go do some fishing or something along those lines. So I can see that happening.
Right.
But we'll play it by ear, man. We'll play it by ear.
Well, that would be fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. You just have to enjoy life, and if it's become a burden, and then it's another job, you sort of kind of lose the thrill out of it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's how I look at it. I mean, if I enjoy it, it's not work.
I see. I'm looking now at Pickle's question. Who is our biggest competitor or nemesis in comps? Man, because competition barbecue isn't a one-on-one thing, it's hard to really come up with any one person that you feel is a competitor or a nemesis. Always knocks you out of uh, a spot. Instead of finishing first, you finish second to this person, or instead of finishing second, you finish third to this person. I have never recognized anybody as such. Pickles. Man, we go to a competition and I don't think you can afford to worry about who's there. You're competing against yourself first of all. Can you cook better than you did the last time out, or can you cook as well as you did the last time out?
Right.
So the competition is in your camp. You can't play defense on anybody else. Your best defense is to cook as best as you can. So, matter of fact, it wasn't until I got to awards that I realized some of the cooks that were there, because I just didn't know. And so, no, I don't have any one of those individuals. Now, there are some guys that quite frequently at events, man, we're running neck and neck in terms of finishes. We're running neck and neck. They'll get a first, I'll get a second, or vice versa, or something along those lines. So it's all good, man. A lot of camaraderie, and I think for the most part, we all enjoy it.
I've got a couple questions here for you too, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to answer them. These are just some of the things that I was asking myself, and I hadn't really had time to do any more research on them. But I like for you to be able to talk about. Yeah, George, thank you. Give us some thumbs up to get more about it. I mean, you were just touching base. I mean, and that's so true. I mean, you can't worry about the other guy and do you. You just got to do you, and hope all that those old memories in your case, because you're saying you don't do it enough so that it's repetition. So you got to worry about doing you and not worry about the other guy, because it'll just knock you off your game if you start worrying about
Yeah,
someone else.
yeah. And I have got a great example, man. And without naming any names, you know, uh, way back when I had a buddy, man, that was really, really concerned with a particular competitor at this event, and this caused the individual, man, to really do some things that he doesn't normally do, some things that he was very comfortable doing, and uh, and his products weren't what he normally turned in because of all those extra steps, all those extra new things that he did to try to get a leg up on this individual he is worried about.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he pretty much laid an egg in that particular event.
Mm-hmm.
And so uh, after that, and you know, you've heard the story. After that first Houston of mine, where I laid an egg because I tried to do too much, uh,
Right.
I vowed that that will never happen again, man. So wherever we go, win or lose, uh, Mom and Papa Joe's is gonna put their best product out there, win or
That's
lose.
right. That's right. And this idea of, taking a little time off, I mean, I can't help thinking it doesn't, recharge the engines a little bit and maybe refresh and, I don't want to say rethink things, because I don't believe in that. I mean, I believe that you might tweak something that you may not have been happy with, but I don't believe in changing your whole thing up.
Yeah, I totally agree, Lance. So I do, and I have thought of it. I said maybe taking a break will really, really, fuel the fire. Yeah, I really think taking a break is going to fuel the fire because I can do both YouTube, man, and competition.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I would really hate to give up, is the instructing portion, because I really, really enjoy instructing our classes,
Right.
and I just would not feel comfortable enough to try to put on a class if I'm not competing on the regular. I kind of feel it'd be like um, the washer and dryer or the appliance salesman trying to sell you something that they don't know anything about.
Right. Right.
So I would really, really miss the instructing portion more than I would the competition. Uh, and and with that said, I kind of feel like a lot of our YouTube videos, I'm doing that instructing.
No, I
So
agree.
yeah,
I look
that's
forward. I look forward to
yeah,
those Tuesdays. But
yeah.
um, one of the things I did that I was just thinking when you were talking, or sitting there talking, I mean, so is not being part of every competition, is there a concern of maybe learning something new that may benefit you? I mean, are you still in the school of you don't like to try, and I'm not saying try a different way of cooking things, but maybe a different seasoning or something like that. That's because I noticed when on your post earlier, um, you had your rubs. They should really try. By the way, I got my Blues Hog Tennessee Red yesterday, so I'll be
Wow,
trying that out
dude, you're gonna
shortly.
love that. Yeah, you're gonna
But
love that.
I mean, is there such thing as a maybe a better rub?
No, Lance, I'm one of those, man. I'm always looking for the next best thing. And especially when I start trying to relate things from a competition standpoint. I'm always looking for the next best thing. I can't even watch a Food Network show, man, without thinking how some of those those cooks, their techniques, their processes, how I can translate that, to barbecue, to competition. And I
Yep.
think over the years, that's what's kind of helped Mom and I separate ourselves from a lot of the other folks out there, man, because we were doing some, and we still do some thinking outside the box. Some of the stuff that we do, that only our students know about. They're not traditional stuff you're going to find in barbecue.
Right.
But one of the things about comp barbecue, man, you've got to find a way. A lot of times, it's a copycat league. Somebody hears about a good rub, they're going to buy it. Somebody hears about a good sauce, they're going to buy it. So very often, a lot of competitors out there are using the same products.
Right.
So the for success, you've got to find a way to separate yourself
Right.
from that crowd,
Right.
and you're going to see some success. Mr. Carr is asking, was I a drill instructor? Yes, sir, Mr. Carr. I served 2 years, man, instructing at Fort Sam. Matter of fact, I went to drill sergeant school, Charleston, South Carolina, back in 1994. Yeah, one of the best assignments I've ever had. I tell people all the time, man, I've got a history, I've got a background in of coaching, teaching, mentoring, instructing, and that was a part of that. Uh, I think I did my first instruction, man, probably 2 years into my military career. Uh, and back then, man, as a young soldier, if your unit was going to have you instruct something, you had to go pitch. That's what we call it back then. You had to go pitch that particular class, that particular training, to your first sergeant and sergeant major. And that might have been one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. As a young soldier, have to go stand in front of these uh, older, decorated NCOs, non-commissioned officers, and have them pick you apart. But once I got over that fear, man, I grew to love instructing, and I think it's gotten me to this point right now.
So you were actually, because I remember um, it was probably maybe a year ago that you and Mama were in Northern Virginia. You were actually a teacher, weren't you?
Northern Virginia.
Or is that when
We
you
were
moved to
we
Texas?
No, we were stationed in Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Yeah, Northern Virginia. We were stationed there many years ago, in combination with that with an assignment at Walter Reed in D.C. So we spent a good 3-4 years in Northern Virginia. We often hear Darnell talk about that Baltimore, uh, uh, what's the name? I can't even, Old Town, and that wasn't very far from where we were in Northern Virginia.
Hmm.
So if I was there right now, I'd have hooked up with Darnell by now.
Yeah. I have
Thank you very much, Mr. Carr. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Here's another question for you, CJ. Not a question, but a comment, rather.
Yeah, Judge, you know the deal, man. Hey, there's nothing scarier, man, than having to go stand up in front of those folks and have them judge you. Everything from the way your uniform looks, to your ticks, to the presentation of that material that you're going to be teaching. And man, if I always felt that if you can get through that, I can stand up in front of anybody, man, and present any information. I can do that, and this is where we are now.
So, and I don't mean to keep taking it back to the conference. Maybe you don't want to talk about it so much, but you were talking about how if there's a good seasoning, and I'll use Bill Purvis chicken fried barbecue, because you heard so much about his seasoning that a lot of people were using it, as I'm sure Uncle Steve, Suckle Busters, etc. But I mean, is it truly that? I mean, because I cook, and I'm still learning. I'm not by no means calling myself a pit master. I've got a lot of time to put in before I give myself that title, because I believe once you stop learning, um, you're just not being open eared. You
Absolutely. Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
but is it as simple as just maybe changing like the top coat or something? I mean, is it that simple to tweak it?
I can't lie to you. Over the years, uh, uh, a change. When one of your products drop off, a uh, a fix could be as simple as switching out one item, like you said, and especially with ribs. Like I said, pork is fairly new, so my reference will always be ribs. Uh, Over the years, when things have started to slip, usually for me, it's been a switch of my sweet layer. It has been a switch of my sweet layer, and that usually pops things back into place. For anybody that's interested in comps out there, man, once you've once you've created a successful recipe, something that people enjoy, that never goes away. A good recipe today is going to be a good recipe 10 years from now. Uh, in the competition world, the only thing you're going to have to be cognizant of, man, is that every now and again, you're going to have to just adjust that recipe. But when I say adjust, I'm not talking about recreating the wheel. Sometimes that adjustment is something as simple as removing or lessening a particular ingredient in that recipe. You know, Very often people think of making adjustment, add something, increase something. Now, sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it is the opposite. So, yes, it can be as simple, man, as switching one layer out,
Okay.
one layer. And you talked about the rib grind. Uh, the rib grind for me right now is on the. I've got it on the shelf, man. I've tried it out. Uh, and I have got man, I've got a great taste. I think as long as I haven't been in the smoke, man, my taste buds can pretty much uh, tell some very good detail about how to use a particular rub. I love Bill's rub. It's on the back burner, and It's on the back burner simply because uh, my ribs were not broken. So, I'm not just going to jump on something because right now it's the hot product.
Right.
So I know a lot of people are using it, and that is fine. A lot of people are doing extremely well with it. But right
Right.
now, man, my our rib recipe is not broken, so I am not going to go through any changes for the sake of changes.
Hmm.
Yes, I have cooked with it at home to see if something would really, really make a difference. And no, it's on the back burner right now. Uh, very, very available for future use.
Yeah, I really enjoy this stuff. I use it a lot, um, and it's a base coat. I will top coat it with something. That brings up another question. So I had a question before that. So before I forget the first question, because I have a habit of doing that. Um, do you believe in when you go into a different area to change your flavor profile to fit the judges, to fit that area? Are you still being CJ, Mama and Papa?
Man, we know how to cook one thing right now, man. We managed to, and we can all say we're going to set out to create a flavor profile, but chances are we all I know I'm and I should speak for myself, we stumbled upon all our current flavor profiles through trial and error. You know, you might set out to create one particular flavor profile, but chances are, man, you're moving around until you really hit that sweet spot. And once we found that sweet spot, you know, outside of one or two cook-offs where we fail trying to do exactly what you said, trying to cook based on a region, uh, we don't do it anymore. I will not ever do it again.
Yeah.
And I'm talking that's 7, 8 years ago. So
Right.
no, we cook what we cook wherever we go.
Wherever you
Good
go.
food is
Okay.
good food is good food.
Right.
I
Exactly.
don't care. Yeah, good or bad of the results. We just we cook. We dance with the girl that brung us.
So I noticed in the again in the write up, and I could be wrong again, CJ, and I've already forgotten my other question. I'm just trying to make sure no one's asking you a question. I'm listening to you, and I'm forgetting some of my questions. But you had tried. I can't remember what the pecan rub that you were having an issue with getting a while back. Have you given up on that? Because I didn't notice it in the rub lineups that you had in your Facebook post.
Nah, it's you know, the gentleman man was struggling to find the ingredients, and it's called Q Shine Sweet Pecan. Q Shine Sweet Pecan that I really really loved as a cover rubs in multiple proteins, and I had a stash of it that I used sparingly. But once I found out that it was going to go away, you know, I really had to find uh, a replacement uh, sooner rather than later. I couldn't wait until I ran out of it to start looking for a replacement. So once I found that the gentleman was no longer going to be making that rub, I started looking for a replacement. And I tried several different things, and man, I think I've come up with one that is working very well right now. So I've still got some Q Shine, but just saving it. Yeah, just saving it.
Right.
Tiger
Perfect.
McCool asked, what type of smoker do we use for competitions? Uh, Tiger, man, we cook our ribs and brisket and pork on a Jambo, a J3 offset, a stick burner, and then our chicken. You know, we kind of go back and forth with the chicken. Sometimes on our little Traeger 22, and other times on a what is called an expert grill, very similar to a Weber kettle, except it's the dome and the chamber, the body is a little steeper and deeper than a Weber. You've got about an additional 5 inches of space from the grate, from the fire grate to the meat grate. So the Jambo for brisket, ribs, and pork, and something different, hotter and faster for chicken.
Trying to think of another one here.
No,
One
Daddy just hit Daddy Dutch's comment, man, about the Facebook post I made of two young ladies came to our camp yesterday. Uh, you know, walking around, and we told them about if they were interested, they could go be judges. Uh, but man, they came back and they judged chicken, I believe. Then they came back and had our ribs, and wow, their reaction after tasting our ribs was so classic. You know, I my phone is always in the truck, man, when I'm at an event and cooking. So they actually one of the girls took videos of the second young lady, and she took a bite and pretty much laid down on the ground in pure delight, you know.
is that right?
And the commentary if you haven't seen it yet on our Facebook page, the commentary by the two ladies is absolutely classic. So I said, what are we getting ribs? Six, seven, whatever. The call and the ribs was nice, but those two ladies' reaction was priceless. Pretty cool. Thank you, Double D.
Yeah, I saw that comment a while back, CJ, and I tried finding it, but I'm just too slow at this game here right now. So I guess one of the other questions I had, and this was just a class, because I don't think you don't actually use drums, do you? I know you got the WSM.
Yeah, I have got a Brooks mini drum that I really love. Creates great flavor, and man, I've been slacking because I need to get a couple more videos out. I think I've got one video of a brisket on that mini drum. Uh, and I think the reason I haven't yet used it is I want to use it with an 18-inch kettle lid. I'm not a fan of the flat lid because based on how thick your brisket or your protein is, sometimes the lid wants to touch your protein. So I would really an 18-inch Weber kettle lid would fit it. But and man, I thought I could just go out there and buy one. They do not sell them by themselves. So if there's anybody out there in YouTube land, man, with an old Weber kettle 18 that they want to get rid of, I will buy it. I will pay for shipping the whole 9 yards. Holler at your boy.
I tell you, there's so much stuff. I am avid and almost addicted, I'd have to say, to the Facebook marketplace. And because it's everywhere. It's not just your local town, because you can set up your radius by miles, and you'd be surprised what you can find on that thing. But so back to the drum cooker. I watched a video. I just acquired I got the Bronco, Oklahoma Joe Bronco drum, and I think it's a nice little drum. I mean, is it the top of the line? No, but it's what I can afford. And I burnt it in yesterday, and I like how it's acting already. But I want to hang some ribs in it, probably for one of my upcoming videos. How important is it to double hook the ribs? I mean, is it?
I am going to tell you, I have no experience hanging ribs. I don't. I couldn't even tell you what the benefit is, what the pros or cons are. So I'm not going to even sit here and try to blow smoke. I have never done it. Yeah, I have never done it. So if there's anybody in the chat, man, that can tell me what the benefits are, what they've seen, I'd love to have that info. Yeah, I would love to have that info. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just sort of curious if it's, I mean, and then I guess my other second part of that question is that, if you are hanging ribs, is it to your benefit? Almost like I think your Dyna Rib cooks, I think it was you, CJ, that you leave the membrane on the back because of how they want to fall apart. So if that's the case of hanging ribs, is it better to leave the membrane on it because of that purpose?
I would think so. I don't know what kind of temps your drum is going to be running, but if you're talking about hanging that rib, I think that at least that bottom side of that rib hanging will be much closer to that heat source than anything else.
Yeah, no, I'll have
much
to
closer to that. Yeah. So yes, I would definitely want to leave that membrane on.
Yeah,
And I'm a fan of ribs, man. No wrap. So I can see that being a quick cook, cooking those ribs hanging. And I'm also a fan of that slight chew. of a drier rib. One of the best ribs, man, I've ever had at a competition, and it's funny. Uh, had absolutely nothing to do with the competition. It was almost like the gentleman brought too many ribs, and he pretty much just cut up a couple of racks, man, into individual bones, and he tossed them over an open fire. And we went on about our business and came back. I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours later. And man, the ribs sitting over that open fire were just crusted over, crunchy bits, well seasoned. And man, I probably ate 6 of those bones, and I really, really enjoyed them.
Is that right?
I mean, individually cooked. So you can imagine that all sides were crusted over, all sides had the seasonings on them, man.
Right.
I enjoyed those ribs.
It might be a thing, CJ,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's odd that you say that, because I've mentioned before that I live I could be in an Amish community 10 minutes from my house. And there is a USDA approved now butcher for Amish butcher. And to go in there, and if you can't buy a rack of ribs, you can buy, they have their showcase, and there's these gray tubs in it, and the ribs are cut singular into the tub. You buy a rib bone with the meat, obviously, but you buy a rib bone by the pound.
Yeah. And here in my local area, we have like an Oktoberfest, like a German style Oktoberfest, except this one is called our Wurstfest. So like a sausage, a Wurstfest, every October. And I look forward to that event. I look forward to Wurstfest. And Mama will tell you that when we get the Wurstfest, the first thing I'm gonna get is a huge beer, and then I find the vendor that are selling. And in this case, they only do baby backs, but they've got individually roasted baby backs, and an order will come with about 8 baby back bones, man. And Mom and I will sit there and we will kill those again, well seasoned, crusted on each side, and that is what I like to eat. When it comes to ribs.
Right.
So I can see that. I see Troy says fat drippings on the coals. Well, fat is going to drip onto the coals whether you're racking or hanging. Yeah, racking or hanging. The previous commenter said max smoke. So I could possibly see that, but you would definitely have to pay some particular attention, man, to that lower hanging in. I can see that crisping and burning if you don't mitigate it somehow.
This cooker does have a diffuser plate.
Okay.
And I still think that you would have to shorten them up some.
Yeah.
Maybe take the last 2, maybe 3 bones off. And then in this video, they did not do that. And I will say that the ribs coming off were not burnt up looking. They were darker than the top, obviously, near the top of the drum.
Yeah.
But one of the things that he did during his cook is that he rotated those ribs, I think, 3 times within the cook.
Okay.
So I guess that's just, maybe getting smoke on everything evenly or something like that. But I think I still would probably trim the last 3 bones off of the rack.
How about has anybody thought of or done? Again, this is just me throwing junk out there. Instead of hanging them vertically, hang them horizontally. Create a little more distance from the heat source. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
And maybe even you want to do that butt end, that thick end, close to the heat source. Just something to think about.
Yeah,
just
I'm definitely going to plan for it. Like I said, I did the burn off last night with it, and I'm not happy with the factory thermostat. I had my Thermo Pro in there, and mounted and centered in the grate, and that it was 25 degrees different from the stock thermometer that comes with the
Yeah,
cooker.
yeah.
25 at one point, when I raised the temp up to get it a little bit hotter, it actually reached 35 degree differences. So that's sort of crazy there. You're definitely one you'll have to use. But I tell you, I was really happy how long it cooked with the amount of coal I put in there, and then how quick it was to adjust itself by changing the vents. It has the vent that comes from the bottom and comes up to the top with the flapper at the top, and then of
Okay,
course the
okay.
lid has another flapper on the top of it. So, and the one at the bottom, it's sucking air in too. But I was really impressed with it. It's heavy as hell. I think it's 170 pounds. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, man, that is awesome, man. I'm in the market for a backyard pit. I just have to decide which one I want, and which of my current pits I'm going to download, because there's no room. If one is coming in, one has got to go.
gotta go.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm also prepared. I'm getting very close to a new Weber kettle. Both my Weber kettles are pretty close to burning out on the bottoms. I think I got those in like 2010, man, and been using the heck out of them. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
time for a new Weber.
So was Mama with you at this event then?
Yes, Mama. Mama is usually at every event, man, outside of Houston. As long as her schedule permits, Mama is going to be there.
Her
Mama
work
works full
schedule.
time, so especially Saturday mornings, I try to encourage her to stay in bed, sleep in. But she wants to get up early sometimes and come with me. I'm like, there's nothing to do.
Right.
But yeah, she was out there, and man, we actually had an awesome guest. I was honored to have this gentleman, man, in our camp. He's also going to be in our class next weekend.
Yeah. You
Um,
ready to give
uh,
his name out yet?
yeah, because he's made it public now. Harry Sue, Slap
Okay.
Your Daddy Barbecue. Came and hung out with Mama and Papa for what Texas competition is, IBCA and CBA. So he was there. He was there full time. He even washed some dishes, took out our trash.
Really?
He did some filming. Friday, during our downtime, Harry and I cooked one of his a dish that I had never cooked, but I can definitely see myself doing it. Harry and I cooked, and we filmed it. He called it a parking lot fish head curry. It was supposed to be a fish head curry. Only thing is, we couldn't find a fish head of any size, so we used just whole fish to make this fish head curry. And we served to a few members of the public, man, and everybody enjoyed it. And I was hoping that there'd be some left, and there was. I brought it home, ate some last night, and there's just a little bit more that I'm going to wait until Mama goes to work tomorrow, and I will finish that off. So at some point, hopefully, Harry and I will get that video out there. But he's flying back in next weekend for our class, and should be interesting. Yeah, great guy. Yeah, great guy. I have met him before, but in passing, uh, a minute of conversation or something along those lines. Uh, this is the first time that we actually got to sit down and get to know each other. Pretty cool guy.
Let me see here. I'm probably going to start jumping all over the place here, CJ. So, what's your next YouTube cook? Have you got that figured out yet?
Oh man, I've got a brisket that I really want to do. I've never cooked a brisket on my Weber kettle.
Oh, you know what? You're
So
right. I remember you saying that. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah, I said that a couple of months ago, and then a couple of people uh, uh, did theirs, and I was like, oh man, I gotta wait now. So I put it on the back burner. So I am thinking that
Could
my
have brought
next
it out
video,
last month.
yeah.
Could have brought it out last month.
So I've got some beef ribs. I've never done one on a Weber. So this week might be a beef rib Weber video or something along those lines. I want to see how that's going to work. And man, I'd love to be able to do no wrap on the Weber. That might be a little challenging, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so it's going to be one of the two this week: beef ribs or a or brisket.
So, anything else special happened that sort of like a, let's say, memorable moment, but during the cook here this weekend here that you were sort of kind of take home with you?
Nothing memorable, man. But you know, it's always funny. Uh, our first turn in chicken is always first turn in, and we're absolutely, man. I just knew our chicken was money. You know, the halves that we kept were exactly where we needed them to be, man. Taste, flavor, appearance, texture. I mean, everything was there. And at the end of the day, I felt that chicken was our best turn in, our best chance at getting on the stage. And it's just funny that that was the one that didn't make top 10. You know, it was still a solid call because it helped us get chicken finish 16th. So it definitely played a role in getting that reserve. But funny how it works. What you think is the one, the public might have a different say. Yeah, the public might have a different say. I see
That
Rick. Rick, I tried to tell you a couple of weeks ago, all right, that yes, I'm still coming out, man. Matter of fact, uh hopefully in the next 5 days or so, I can meet with I don't know, Rick, if you know Uncle Scotty, the regional Traeger rep, the gentleman that is coordinating uh, this demo with Barbecue Outfitters. Hopefully, he, myself, and y'all's manager will be able to sit on that menu uh, and the time frame. But yes, uh, last word that I got, 23rd is still a go. Do you work on Saturdays, Rick? Ask Rick. Does he work on Saturdays?
Wait, see if he leaves a comment here. I think he does sometimes. Matter of fact, I remember saying something about he didn't plan on working, but he because he planned on shipping out some of his rubs, and he got called into work, so he came home. So he's got yeah, Scotty is cruel. I don't know, Rick, if you got that. If CJ's asking if you work Saturdays, Rick, on a regular basis, or is that like every other Saturday type thing? So that Mama's
I
Mama's
yeah, I see Tiger's comment. Tiger, I can totally understand that, man. I can totally understand that. And my only thing against, or I won't say against, the only reason why I do not get involved with people's choice at a competition is the fact that you know, it's Mama and I. Mama running boxes, Mama's helping out where she can. Uh, and I've got no time to be worrying about serving the public. I've got no time to worry about serving the public, man. So we've never gotten involved in a people's choice. We've never gotten involved. And every once in a while, there's an event where they almost try to make people's choice mandatory. You have to participate. I've always chosen not to go to those events because we just don't have the manpower required to successfully compete and feed the public. if I ever felt the need to go to a competition, maybe the money was great, or there was some other draw where I had to compete or had to participate in the People's Choice, I would bring a ton of wieners, put them on the grill, heat them up, slice them into little medallions, and stick toothpicks in them. And that would be
Stick
my people's, yeah,
stick
that
what
would
in
be
them?
my people's toothpicks.
Toothpicks.
That would be my people's choice because that would be how much I cared about people's choice. But yeah, if you enjoy it, man, and you got the manpower, more power to you. But it's just very difficult, I feel, to successfully compete and run a people's choice at the same time.
So it looks like Rick is saying, yeah, Saturdays are sort of kind of a mandatory thing. All hands on deck.
Yeah, that's sweet. Rick, hey, I wish I could get my beard the length of our Uncle Scotty's, Rick. Yeah, I wish I could get my beard the length. But I think uh my DNA it maxes out. Yeah, in my DNA it maxes out. Ah, that's awesome, Tiger, man. That is awesome. Congrats, baby. Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, I definitely want to
It-
thank you all for tuning in. You know, we're just small channels, and all the help counts. CJ, I have, man, you just have no idea what the questions you've answered for me, the things coming to my channel, leaving comments. And I don't mind, critiquing. You can't learn if you don't listen to the critiques. And someone that's been doing it as much as you have, I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, in my opinion, I have a long way to go. And I'm not, proud to admit that, not to admit that, and so I want to thank you too for coming on and just thanks for your support. You really, you're good people. I like how you, uh, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you just sort of kind of help support the smaller channels and helping them grow. So I
well, man,
just thank you.
I think this Lance is a community, man. It's an awesome community. The fact that we will all get out when we can. We will hit up each other's live streams. We will hit up each other's videos. Uh, that's what it's all about. And as we speak there, uh, I was really really hoping that our growth for YouTube channel, Facebook, would be more interactive. You know,
Yeah.
I was hoping that that wouldn't be a come drop my YouTube link, pick up a few subs, uh, come drop my video link once a week. I wanted to be more interactive as to how we, as a group, a community, can make things better. How we can grow our channels. How we can make our videos better. Tips. What did you learn? What have you been doing? That type of thing. And I've tried to draw that out with limited success. But if you're out there listening, man, and you're a part of that YouTube page, let's make it a little more interactive. Let's make it a little more interactive.
Definitely agree. George of 805 Barbecue Junkie, John Salt, Pepper, and Fire, TPC or JC with TPC Cooks, and myself. We've just this is sort of kind of our goal, to help the young channels and we are the young channel. I'm the youngest.
Yep.
I'm the
Oh,
oldest
we're
guy, but the youngest channel.
we are. We all are, man.
But I just, there there are channels out there, CJ, that and you are not one of them, but there are channels out there that just, I mean, I really truly believe that they forgot where they started. And I just think that's a shame. I really
Yeah.
think that's a shame.
It truly is. It truly is. Man, and I have gone. I've subbed to some of the larger channels. I will comment, and I don't know if somebody can get large enough, man, that they can't even respond to a comment. You know, I
Yeah.
enjoy the comments. Granted, I'm not getting 500 comments. Uh, I will take time to answer each and every comment, man. Whether it be positive or negative, I will take time and answer each. I love that little bit of conversation. Uh, if I ever was fortunate enough to become one of those large channels where I'm getting 500 uh, comments, and let's say my daily activities don't permit me to answer each and every one of them, then maybe I'll get somebody, man, to help me out in terms of responding. Nothing. I think I know for myself, nothing makes you feel better, man, than someone else making you feel, like you matter,
Right.
like you're important, like you're an individual. You
Right.
know, uh, thanks everybody is fine, but hey, what about, man? I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much, Lance. I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much, Jorge. Uh, make me feel like an individual, man, and I'll be a fan for life. You leave me out there hanging. Chances are I won't be coming back.
No, I agree 100%. I got, excuse me, CJ. Anthony with Fire Cups wants to give away some Fire Cups here, and he sent me a text just now. Go on my YouTube channel. What kind of smoker do I use? All right, so everybody in the chat here, if you go to Fire Cups YouTube channel, his trivia question is to go on my YouTube channel and find out what kind of smoker that he uses. So I guess the first one to reply gets Fire Cups, I guess is the way it's working here. I just got a text from him. So,
Well, Ty, I think this is the first time I have that I can consciously remember seeing Tiger McCool barbecue. So uh, I will go check out your channel, Tiger, and definitely hit you up, man. I'm always looking for new channels, uh, so I will hit you up, and we'll make that happen. Yeah, I see Rick. Rick posted. I respond to your comments, Luis, but it might be 5 days later. But I respond.
and I, and
uh,
I do agree that the and Anthony from a Tiger McCool barbecue and Fire Cups, he's saying that he'll actually ship the sample pack out to that person.
oh, sweet. Yeah, sweet.
Um, and I do agree as far as the comments. I try. When I'm fortunate and I have a video that does fairly well, and I get a lot of comments. I don't normally reply to them while I'm at work. I do construction. I got a paintbrush in my hand. A mud knife. I'm on a ladder. Whatever I may be doing. And I just don't take the time with replying on my phone. But I'll wait till I get home. Sometimes I'll have you know, to me, 20 comments, and that's
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty decent. But to me anyway. But yeah, I really like to make the reply as personal as I can. You can just hit that uh, that YouTube where they have just that little pre-type thank you or will
yeah,
do or
yeah,
something like that. I try
yeah,
to avoid those as much as I can. Unless it's someone that I really don't know, maybe, and they're just saying, their comment may be thank you or something. How do you reply to thank you other than thank you?
yeah,
But
yeah. I totally agree. And I see Trumpet saying some of the big channels buy views and followers. Uh, I've been messaged, DM, some of those offers. Hey, we can get you X many subs for X number of dollars. You know, we've got this site, blah blah blah. And while you know, if you're really into numbers, you know, that is fine. But I don't know that it benefits you in the long run to have these types of subs. Uh, I would much prefer what I consider a solid, slower growth. If those individuals, as a part of that growth, are going to be watching your videos, as opposed to uh, uh, 500 bought subs that won't watch a single video of yours, that are just sort of an empty number. So that's just how I feel. So I haven't yet paid anybody any money, man, for any subs, so to speak. You know,
I wrote.
we're approaching we're approaching 5,000 subs, and I really thought about doing a giveaway of sorts. And then I said, you know what? I am not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, man. Again, I want you subscribed to the channel because you think that Mom and Papa Joe are putting out some good informative videos that you want to watch. I don't want you subscribed because we're giving you something. Chances are you're gonna back out at some point for the heck of it, man. Just the way I feel.
Yeah, I think Tommy with backyard barbecue was he was really giving out a lot of stuff, and I've heard him make a couple comments that you know, that I guess he sort of kind of was getting the feel that perhaps people are there just for, you know, the giveaways, and once he gave the stuff away, he just you know, they just tuned out, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree, man. Tiger, I will definitely be hitting you up, man. Uh great to meet you in this chat. Looking forward to watching some of your videos and doing some more getting to know each other, man.
yeah, I haven't seen anybody reply back unless I missed it. His question is to go to Tiger McCool Barbecue Company and Fire Cups, that YouTube page, find out what type of smoker he uses, come back to the chat, uh, give that answer, and then Anthony with Tiger McCool Barbecue will send you out a sample package of Fire Cups free on his dime, ship it to you. So waiting for that answer.
Dead,
If I was skilled enough, I'd go enter myself, but it's not a master built.
Dead Broke says fake news doesn't pay.
What was that?
Dead Broke says fake news doesn't pay. I think he's talking to those empty subs. Smoky Ribs, man. I would love to hear some more. And this was just something that I kind of felt. Yeah, this is just something that I kind of felt. You know, I had no previous experience with it. This is just something that I kind of felt. And if I do any giveaways, man, I want them to be for our loyal subs. You know, I really months ago I started and I did it maybe three live streams in a row, and then just sort of forgot about it and went away. I wanted to hold a trivia every live stream, man, and give away something simple. I mean, nothing major. You know, some Traeger swag, a Mom and Papa Joe's cap, uh, and it's just been off the radar, so to speak. So if I'm gonna do any rewarding, I feel it should be to the guys and gals that helped get us here, not to somebody new coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just how I feel. Yeah.
No, I agree. And that's almost like buying subs as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because my plan, and this was months ago, and I thought about it, and I can hit up Traeger, man, maybe get a pit. Definitely get some more swag, but ultimately decided against it. Yeah, I'm not gonna to overlook my loyal subs for somebody new.
I want to personally thank Ricer from Dead Broke and Russ from Smoky Ribs for coming in tonight. I want to thank everybody. But those two channels are a couple of the ones like Mom and Papa Joe's that I, really Making It Mojo is another one that I follow a lot. But I really appreciate y'all coming in here tonight. It's a feather from my hat. I like to say toot toot and
Yes, yes,
just
sir. Nah,
appreciate it.
congrats, man.
Just really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
congrats. Yeah, and
We have three other guys that are in this little small channel group that we're trying to promote and help promote younger guys. That's what all the collabs are about. We try to get the younger guys like myself. I'll just keep including myself into that, but into these collabs. And CJ, you and I talked about this in another live before, and the collabs have gotten larger than we would like the collabs to get. But we're just in the mindset that you can't really turn them away. It just.
yeah, I totally understand, man. Yeah, I totally understand. And I saw on the rib where one or two, jumped in after the fact with their own version, using the hashtag, and I was like, all right. So, hopefully, man, everybody saw a little uptick in views or whatnot. Yeah, hopefully everybody saw a little uptick.
Looks like Trumpet answered the question. I'm not computer smart enough to go confirm it. Yep. Trumpet Master wins. Thank you, Anthony, for paying attention. That helps me trying to verify his answer and trying to keep this thing going.
Well, I'm glad Trumpet finally got one, because those 3 times we did it, he would always come in 20 minutes after the correct answer was given. He would come in with the correct answer 20 minutes late, and then claim each time he claimed he was in the shower.
Yeah, no, I don't feel sorry for Trumpet. I remember Trumpet winning a grill from Alton before. He actually won a
Wow.
daggone grill. I think it was a
Wow,
pellet
sweet.
grill.
Yeah, sweet. Nah, that is sweet, man.
I'm
Yes,
still trying to play catch up.
Smoky Ribs. I totally agree, man. Yeah, yeah. Time and money better spent on actual content and quality. I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
Now I'm falling
That is
behind, so
all
now
right.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
catch up. Thank you, Joe Everett, for that comment.
What's
That's what
up,
we
Joe?
need.
How you doing, buddy? Hey,
That's it.
I've reached out to Joe Everett like 5 times, man. Hey, let's collab, Joe. And Joe has just completely written me off. One time he was telling me he was gonna go to play with the Russian Philharmonic or something.
That's
I
true
mean, he's
story.
always got an excuse, so I've kind of written him off.
No, Joe is big time orchestra. He's
Oh yeah, dude, he absolutely is. Yeah, he
yeah.
told me he was playing in Russia. This is
Is
a
that
few
right?
months, but yeah, this is before Ukraine. I don't think he's going now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he won the Black Label pellet smoker.
Oh, sweet. Well, man, I will never, I'm a Traeger guy, so I will never enter anything uh pellet wise unless it's a Traeger. And again, uh I have been fortunate in the past to accidentally win some things, and I have outside of Traeger, and I've given them away. Uh I've contributed them the benefits and other things. So it's all good. Tom, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? Tom Fuentes came and hung out with Mom and Papa Joe Friday night. He got some Harry Sue's fish head curry. Uh, Matter of fact, I think I brought home 5 or 6 of his natural lights. They will probably remain in my fridge till he shows up at the house. Yeah, yeah, because I'm not gonna mess with him unless I get in a very bad way. uh,
That's like Rolling Rock.
Joe, I know you didn't say Russia. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. Yeah. uh, yeah. Hey, Tom, you get twice the meat, man, when you buy split chicken. So it's the real deal. Yeah. Yeah, you get twice the meat.
So I guess Anthony, I guess you and Lewis, Trumpet Master, will hook up or something. I guess Lewis maybe send Anthony. I haven't seen anything back from Anthony on how to get the shipping information. I guess maybe Lewis, maybe go back on to Tiger McCool's website or YouTube page, and then y'all can chat back and forth unless they Anthony wants to do something here. Or maybe Anthony will chime in and give us some idea. Oh, he'll hit him up on Instagram, Trumpet says. So he's one of those Instagram guys. I haven't got that far. I like to try it, but I haven't got that far into it. Like
I need to step my Instagram game up, man. It's a little weak. I try to do things, but just trying to navigate through Instagram really, really annoys me sometimes. I've kind of got a decent handle on YouTube. Facebook, I'm a Facebook hero. I can do a lot of things on Facebook, but Instagram, while I was in that Traeger summit last week, I was amazed. Everybody, as they want my social media info, as we're exchanging social media, the first thing that pops up is, "What's your IG?" And I'm like, "Damn!" So it's all about IG. It's all about Instagram.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to step it up. And I'm talking, these guys were significant players in the YouTube world. Large numbers of subs. I'm trying to network. And first thing they want is IG. I'm trying to give you YouTube. I want to make sure you sub. But these guys are like, we'll get to that later. I want your IG. And I was like, all right. So my daughter has been working on like a little card on my phone where I can just show it to somebody with all of our social media accounts. Then she told me we can also create the what do you call the little stuff that you scan? Barcode.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can create barcodes for our social media that somebody else that's real into that can just snap a picture of, and they've got all your social media information. So man, I gotta step my game up.
Yeah.
I'm one of those Lance. I'm not gonna do anything half-assed. I'm gonna bring this full ass of mine and try to get the most out of it. So it might take some time, but we're gonna get there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get into it. Darnell had said something. Him and Lewis were getting together for a while, Trumpet Master, and Darnell had said something about for me to get it, and I sort of kind of looked into it, but I'm just, it's just hard for me to learn this computer stuff. And I'm not a stupid person. I'm a dumb person, but I ain't stupid. Let's see. Russ is asking for your Facebook page, CJ.
I don't know how well you're able to see the Mom and Papa Joe, MAMAPAPA, and on YouTube, the "and" is spelled out. So Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue, man, we appreciate your support. Yeah, Mama and Papa Joe's Barbecue. The "and" is spelled out, and it's just BBQ.
I'm on Russ's Facebook page too, so if I can remember, I will
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
send him
and
that.
Facebook, our fan page is the same thing. My personal page is Clarence Joseph. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, there is some flesh on uh on IG. There's definitely some flesh on IG.
There's a flesh on YouTube. Good Lord. What's that,
And,
Zoe
and
or
you know, and I said in a previous live stream, I really love videos where I'm learning. So I am not primarily into YouTube videos for entertainment, because there's plenty of those girls in panties and bras cooking.
Mhm.
And dude, when I run across one of their videos, they've got ridiculous numbers of views, subscribers. So I know why
I
people
know.
are subbing to those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've really thought about, putting on some biker tights and maybe a cutoff t-shirt and doing my videos, but I don't know how well it'll go over. So I'm gonna stick to what we're yeah.
Uh, it's funny you said that. I saw a Russ Jones video out, and it was out for, I don't know, it was just a few hours, and it was in the thousands. And I was like, damn, he must have a tank top on or something. I need to go check that video out to see what the hell's going on. I mean, it just made me crack up when you said that. But yeah, you're exactly right. I told, I think, George 805 that I had actually thought about going to the costume store and getting this thing that makes you look all bulked up, and get a long blonde wig on.
uh, yeah. There's we ran Mom and I ran across a female YouTuber from Jamaica, and her page, Farm Girl Jess, and lots of animals. We love animals, farming. So we wanted to go check her out. And the first thing that hit me when we discovered her was she was on the farm out in the woods in a negligee top. Uh, and long story short, I guess she owns this farm. She lives in a busted up house, boarded up windows, whatnot, lots of animals running around. Uh, but her videos are absolutely nothing. You know, there's no plot, there's no rhyme, there's no reason. Uh, and she gets her views off of her body.
Yeah.
So it yeah. I'm not into the entertainment. I'm looking for information. I'm looking to grow my knowledge base. So those are the
Are
types
you
of
admitting
videos
that
that.
you're an old man,
Yeah.
CJ?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. uh, absolutely. Hey, I appreciate it, Smoky Ribs. Man, I will take a look at you. Yeah, I will take a look at you when we get off of here, and we will keep in touch. Much appreciated. Yeah, 805, you left us hanging, man. I
I
think
know it, man.
you got all full of tacos and probably took a nap.
They're the family's over tonight, and they're doing the birthday celebration because everybody's got to go back to work tomorrow, which is his actual birthday. But and then John, Salt, Pepper, and Fire, he had a pet emergency. TPC, you left me hanging, brother. I'm sorry, JC. You left me hanging.
Dude, I had and this was last year or maybe yeah. Our channel hasn't been up 2 years, so it was last year. I had a pet emergency in the middle of a brisket cook.
Mm.
Uh, we were cooking a brisket on the Traeger, so we put it on that morning. I had my brother-in-law and my sister here from California, and we took our trooper, our dog, for a walk, and about about a mile and a half uh, away from the house on the way back, I started seeing large amounts of blood on the pavement behind Trooper, and realized, man, that at some place he had in the woods he had cut significantly cut his paw.
His pad or
And we
something.
get home, man, and I wash it and bandage it, and he appeared to be doing fine. But even through the bandage and the sock that I put on him, we started seeing blood on the carpet. And it was at that point that I realized, all right, we gotta take him to the vet. And man, if I don't know if you've ever had to deal with a vet emergency, or a vet call walk-in. Whew, you're going to be behind the power curve. Long story short, we were there almost 7 hours. We were at the vet almost 7 hours, man. We're waiting in the vehicle for Trooper's turn. And about 4 or 5 o'clock, man, I had a gut feeling. And I made the call to my brother-in-law. I told him, hey, turn the pit off, man. Put the brisket in the oven and whatnot. And I got home maybe 8 o'clock. Like I said, I was at that vet for almost 7 hours. Got home by 8 o'clock. And at that point, I really just wanted to, nix the video. I really wanted to just nix the video. I didn't know how that brisket was going to turn out, but I found a motivation. I said, man, all right, let's try to finish this video. If it's overcooked or underdone, whatever. And dude, I was so thrilled with the way that brisket turned out.
Right.
We definitely finished the video. We posted it, and was very happy. I kind of feel like I got lucky, but it was a gut call as to when to pull that brisket and have it rest. But I know, man, those animals are family, and you got to take care of them. Treat them like they're flesh and blood of yours.
Yeah, I tell you, around here, I mean, I don't want to say I get razzed about it, but my wife has a hobby. I'll call it a hobby because it's nonprofit. It comes out of our pocket, and she takes care of stray cats, man. If they're sick, she finds them. CJ, this is no lie. I bet you in the past, I don't know, 20 years or more, I bet you we've probably have taken to the vet and had spayed or not but spayed or neutered cats, probably 20, 25 of them. And this is out of our pocket.
Yeah. I'm not a cat fan. I'm a dog person, but I definitely will not mistreat a cat.
Yeah.
Our neighbors, they have cats and they're not spayed or neutered, man, and seem like about every 6 months there's a fresh batch, and they want to take up residence on our front porch, take up residence on our deck in the back. And I'm just really concerned. Every time we let Trooper out, then he spots one, he's chasing. I'm just really concerned that at some point Trooper is going to catch one of them and be very sorry that he did.
Yeah, my wife is, and I'm not a big cat person myself. I will say I'm more of a cat person than I was before I met her, but she is just an animal lover, period. I remember one day, this goes back 40 some years ago when we were dating. We were coming back from her parents' house, and the car in front of us hit a possum. And she freaked out so badly because she saw the whole thing. But she freaked out so badly, I thought I was going to wreck the car. I had a 69 VW Bug. And it was all I could do to keep that. I was like, what the hell? But she is just, she is a animal lover. I mean,
yeah.
Dude, I've seen her bottle feed abandoned possums. we have a spare bird cage in case there's a winged
Uh,
bird or something. She'll stop. She's that lady that stops in the middle of the road and holds up traffic so she can help a turtle cross the road. Um, that's my wife.
yeah. I'm not gonna hurt him, but I'm not getting anywhere near a damn possum.
Yeah. Well,
They,
these are little teeny ass
man,
things.
I don't care if they were eggs. Yeah, I'm not yeah, yeah, I'm not getting
Oh,
there, man. Hey, like Chris, man, I'm getting ready to go sit down and finish out my evening, Lance. I really,
okay.
really appreciate the invite, fellas.
No way, man. I
And man,
appreciate it too.
let's just keep doing our thing, man. Yeah, let's just keep doing our thing. Congrats again on this first stream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. This is my first one, and I'm starting to get a little bit, more comfortable, but it's just so hard trying to make sure no one's asking a question. I'm actually hoping more questions come in, so because I've run out of questions that I could think of. I
Yeah.
only had one more written down, but it wasn't really pertaining to you. It was going to be a chat question because I wasn't really sure when I saw your post on Facebook. I said, "Man, that would be so cool," because I know starting next week there's going to be all kinds of barbecue lives channels that are going to have Mama and Papa Joe on there as a guest, and I said, "Let me get."
I don't know about all that
Oh,
now.
come on, come on.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, man. We
Rob's
just lay
calling in
low and
three.
enjoy life, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rob's calling in 3, 2, 1.
yeah. We don't know. So man, I want to wish everybody a great evening, man. And we will see you I will see you when I see you guys.
All right, CJ. I really
All right.
appreciate it, brother. You have
All
no
right, then.
idea.
Take care.
Yes,
Later.
sir. Yep. All right, Chad. I do have a question for the chat that I had written down because I found an excellent price. Who has experience with Weber pellets? I have a local place that's apparently getting out of the selling of the Weber pellets, and 40-pound bags are like $12, I think it is. So I like to jump on them when I can. Anybody out here in the chat that has experience with them? Should I stay away from them? Lumberjack Ricer from Dead Broke Barbecue is the one that got me hooked on lumberjack, but I can't get them. Anthony had suggested barbecue headquarters. I did check them out, and the shipping on half a dozen bags, 40-pound bags, is just crazy. It's like 100. If I remember correctly, it was $117 to ship those lumberjack pellets to me. So I got to find them closer than that. Jeff was saying they actually seem to be okay. Russ hasn't tried them. Anthony's saying just a lot of dust and no flavor. B&B, yeah, I looked for them, Lewis, a couple of different ones. They have Traeger and they have Weber, but the Weber, like I say, are blowing out. And I just wonder, Weber's not, a new name. So I guess it sort of got me thinking to, what's wrong with these pellets? There's got to be something. Really? I'll have to check that out. I didn't see them at Arlo's, Jeff, but I'll check that out. Actually, I thought that I had heard somewhere where they may even be changing that brand, but I'll definitely check. I'm trying to remember who it was at Lowe's last summer towards the back in fall when I was trying to get the pellets. But yeah, cooking pellets. I'm dying to try that plum. Darren with Ash Kicking a few months back did a cook with the plum pellets, and man, I really want to try that plum stuff. It's got my curiosity up for sure. See, Weber makes some garbage. That was my concern. You know, I haven't gotten as far as the plum is amazing. Yep, that's what I sort of suspected, but I hadn't done my research on the Weber pellets yet. I just was going to do this live, and I didn't know it was CJ from Mom and Papa was going to come in on the live chat. Like I said earlier, I mean, CJ's good people. I mean, he is really going out of his way to help, a few of the smaller channels that I'm aware of and can, say without a doubt, I'm positive of it. But I think it's cool. And when he said yes, I was just scrambling there towards the end. I can't even adjust my camera properly right now. I'm afraid to get up and miss the part of the chat. We had some other unexpected things going on this evening with the other three of the group, and I'm just afraid to look away from the chat right now until I get more comfortable with this stuff. I could be a ricer, and this guy handles it cool, and just all the comedy and the personality that Jeff puts out in his lives. That's just not me. I try to. And Joe Everett's another one. I can't do that. I just think it's very cool. Yes, I agree, Joe. A true Hall of Famer. And then offer questions for you. I mean, if answer him or ask him a question, he's not afraid to give you an answer. I mean, he's even at one time on his lives. You're right, SJ. Sal, but one of his lives, he actually gave away one of his comp secrets. And that just blew me away. I'm trying, Jeff. I'm trying. This is for all y'all that don't know that wasn't in the chats in the past couple weeks. Again, I'm not a computer guy. And apparently when you had the volume turned up on your laptop and your camera has a microphone on it also, you get a hell of an echo on the video or the live chat. And I kept blaming everybody else, and it turned out it was me the whole time. So I think I figured that one out, though. Okay, it's one of the guys with the little group that we have here. TPC JC has been sharing out. Ron is another with the young channels. Ron and I keep in touch over the phone pretty well, and I try to keep them up informed as much as I can and get them involved in our lives. Again, I'm not claiming to be Mr. Big Shot or anything, but I truly believe in what we're doing, and helping out the young growth channels is it's important to me. It really is important to me. Lewis, Trumpet Master, John had a family pet that had to go to the emergency room, veterinarian emergency room, just before we went live. 805 George, his family's celebrating his birthday tomorrow. And JC, I guess I have a gift of gab. And I wasn't allowing JC time to get a question in. And I apologize, JC. I didn't notice that at all. I was just trying to keep things rolling, trying to avoid the dead time. But thank you. I see JC in there now. Said I'm doing a great job. Thank you, JC. What's Jeff have to say? Never meant anything, Lance. I guess that's true. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you much. All right, peeps. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining in tonight. We're just about a minute under 2 hours. And I don't think I can usually some of these lives that we've been doing lately have gone 3 hours, and I don't think I have another hour in me, to be honest with you. And I'm already catching myself trying to think ahead for the next question. But No, I don't think he is, Trumpet, but I'll let him answer the question there, Trumpet. Ricer, Trumpet's wanting to know if you're still doing your lives. I know you're not doing them currently, but I don't know that there's a possibility of you coming back and doing the lives again. I know you're enjoying your family and your boys' activities currently, and that's more important to me, in my opinion. So, chat, I really appreciate it. You have no idea. I remember these channel names, and it goes a long way with me. And yep, he used to do them Sunday night. And he went to, I think was doing Facebook for a little bit, but and he came back to Trumpet, Trumpet came back to YouTube. Chat, I do appreciate it. If y'all would please just hit the thumbs up on your way out. And I'm lost for words. I just appreciate how many people showed up. My little 145 sub channel. Everybody I was looking out to or asking questions to, they said don't even attempt it until you had 500 subs. But you got to start somewhere. There's an old boss of mine that always had a saying, you got to crawl before you walk. And sometimes that just is not true. I just got to try everything. The only thing that beats a failure is someone that doesn't try. So, chat, thank you much. Appreciate it. And we will see you next Sunday night when we go live again. I'm not too sure whose turn it is, but hopefully all four of us will be together and can keep the live a little, the live a little more active. I'm struggling, but I'm trying. Thanks again, chat. I'll stop rambling. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next Sunday.